Hello, friends. Welcome to today's football prediction on Betkraft. Okay, today is another beautiful Thursday morning, and the second day of August 2024. And as usual, a lot of games that we have today going on across the globe. Majorly, we're looking at Europa Conference League matches and as well as Europa League matches that we'll be having today. So, in a short while, we'll be looking at these matches one after the other, and we'll be looking at how they performed in recent games as well as the performances from home and away perspective, and we'll be making our verdicts on these very matches. All right, and I want to use the opportunity to ask those of us who are yet to subscribe to our channel to kindly take our time to hit the subscription button so that we do not all miss out to our daily content that comes up on this channel on a daily basis. All right. That being said, without further ado, we won't be wasting so much time. Let's head to the business of the day, and we'll be starting with the very first match today in the Europa Conference League qualifying match, where we'll have a Partizan Belgrade who will be up against Gent, Belgium Gent. All right, when you look at recent games for both sides, we see that home side Partizan have been able to achieve 2 victories in the past 6 games, but they have had 2 draws as well as 2 losses. And looking at the away side, Gent, they have had 3 wins as well as 2 losses and 1 draw in the past 6 recent encounters. But when you look at how they have performed from home and away, you can see that home side Partizan have been able to achieve 5 victories in the past the past 10 home games, but they've lost 4 out of those 10 home games, are drawing 1. All right, that tells you that 50% of the home matches have resulted to a win, and we also saw them losing out in the last home match against Lugano by 1 goal to nil on that occasion. So, and looking at the away side, Gent, on the other hand, have won 6 games in the past 10 away games, but they've also had 3 losses as well as 1 draw in the past 10 away games that they had so far. And when you put all that together, you easily see that it is the Gent side that is much more fancied in this one, seeing that they possess better quality, better players, and we do expect a Gent of Belgium to achieve a result. So we do expect an away win in this very encounter. Away win, that's our verdict in this very game, and that takes us to the next for the day. Also in Europa Conference League match, qualifying match, we'll have Mlada Boleslav coming up against Paks. Okay, and when you look at the home side, they've been able to achieve 3 victories in the past 6 games. They've also had 2 losses as well as 1 draw, and the away side Paks have managed to achieve 4 victories, 1 loss as well as 1 draw in the past 6 recent encounters. Looking at the performances from home and away, you can see that at the home side, Boleslav have been able to achieve 6 victories. Okay, they've been able to achieve 7 victories in the past 10 home games, losing 2 as well as drawing 1 in the past 10 home games. They've won 70% of the home matches. That shows they're doing fine at the moment, if you ask me. And looking at their away side, on the other hand, Paks have managed to achieve 4 victories from away. They've also had 4 losses as well as 2 draws in the past 10 away games that they had so far. And when you put all that together, you see it is the home side who is much more likely to rise to the occasion in this very one, and we do expect to see Boleslav winning on this very one. So it is a home win. That's our verdict in this very encounter. That takes us to the next also Europa Conference League match, where we'll have Djurgarden FC of Sweden coming up against Maribor. And we know that Djurgarden have been able to win 2 matches in the past 6 games. They've also had 2 draws as well as 2 losses. And the away side Maribor have won 2 games, 2 draws as well as 2 losses in the past 6 games that they had so far. And when you look at how these teams have performed from home and away perspective, Djurgarden, as we know, have been able to achieve their 6 victories in the past 10 home games. They've also had 3 losses as well as 1 draw in the past 10 home games that they had so far. They've won 60% of their home matches. And the Maribor, on the other hand, have had just 2 victories in the past 10 away games, but they've also seen 3 draws as well as 5 losses in the past 10 away games that they had so far. That tells you that this is not a very strong side when they're playing from away, and it is the side Djurgarden, a much more better side that is expected to rise to the occasion. This one, it is a home win outrightly. That's our verdict for that very encounter. We expect Djurgarden to come up with the victory in this one. Home win. That's what we expect. Okay, and that will carry us to the next also Europa Conference League qualifying match, You'll have Keflavik of Iceland coming up against HJK of Finland. All right. And when you look at Keflavik, they have won 4 games in the past 6 recent encounters, but they have lost 2 out of those 6 games. And the away side, HJK, have been able to manage also 4 victories in the past 6 games and losing only 2 as well. And looking at how these 2 teams have paired from home and away perspective, playing from home, Keflavik, the home side, have been able to achieve 8 victories in the past 10 home games that they have so far, losing to Vakenko and Hitchway on that occasion. So they've lost 2 games in the past 10 home games that they had so far, but they've been able to win 8 out of those 10 games. But the away side, HJK have managed to achieve 4 victories in the past 10 away games. They've had 1 draw as well as 5 losses in the past 10 away games that they had so far. And when we put all that together, we'll still see that it's the home side, Keflavik, who has been much more consistent playing from home. We saw them defeating Malmo by 3-2. So we still do expect to see a good result for the home side in this one. So we expect to see home side either win or draw and under 4.5 in this very game. That's our verdict. Okay, and that will carry us to the next game. Today it is actually a UEFA Europa League match where we have Rigas FC of Latvia coming up against APOEL Nicosia, okay, of Cyprus. Okay, when you look at Rigas FC, the home side, they've won 5 games in the past 6 recent games that they have so far, and they've also had 1 loss in the past recent 6 games. And looking at APOEL, APOEL Nicosia, the away side, they have won just a single game in the past 6 games, but they've also lost 1 drawing 4 out of those past 6 recent encounters for the away side. And bringing it down to the performances from home and away perspective, how these 2 teams have performed playing from home, you could see that the home side, Rigas FC, have been able to achieve 8 victories in the past 10 home games. They've also had 1 draw as well as 1 loss in the past 10 home games. That tells you that playing from home is a side that does so well. And APOEL, on the other hand, the away side, have managed just 3 victories from away. They've also had 3 losses as well as 4 draws in the past 10 away games that they have so far. Right? When you bring all these results together, you see that Rigas FC, the home side, is also expected, somehow expected to achieve a result, seeing that they're playing from home. So we do expect Rigas FC to either win or draw, and yet under 4.5 in this very encounter. Home win or draw under 4.5. That's what we expect for this very game. And that takes us to the next, which are going to be the last for today. Also in Europa League, actually, we'll have Viktoria Plzen, who will be up against Hearts of Scotland. And when you look at Plzen, they've been able to achieve 5 victories in the past 10 home games. The past 6 games actually. All right, they've had 1 draw, but away side, HFC have had just 1 draw and 5 losses in the past 6 recent encounters. And looking at how these 2 teams have performed from home and away perspective, you could see that Viktoria Plzen, the home side, have been able to achieve 6 victories in the past 10 home games. They've also had 2 losses as well as 2 draws in the past 10 home games that they have so far. And away side, on the other hand, Hearts of Switzerland, or of Scotland actually, have been able to manage just 2 victories in the past 10 away games. They've had 1 draw as well as 7 losses in the past 10 away games that they have so far. The last time they won a match was in April, where they defeated St. Mirren by 2-1. So in this very encounter, we will see that the home side is much more likely to achieve a result in this one. Viktoria Plzen, to win outright in this very encounter. That's all about it. Home win. That's what we expect in this very one. Okay, and that actually brings our predictions for you today on Betkraft to a conclusion. And I wish you the very best of luck, and I hope your ticket goes green. And also remember to play responsibly. It's only a football game, and sometimes things will happen and change the course of the game. But we don't pray for that. We do pray for green all over today in our tickets. All right, tomorrow is another day, and we'll also be here tomorrow to present our games. All right, until then, keep winning.